Most people fail not because they lack opportunity, but because they never learn to rule the kingdom within. The greatest battle you will ever fight is not against the economy, your competitors, or your critics. It's against your own undisciplined mind. Every dream dies first in the mind that gave it birth. Every empire collapses when the leader within grows weak. You can have talent, ambition, even vision, but if you do not master yourself, you will forever be at the mercy of your impulses. Look around you. The world is full of people who start strong but fade at the first sign of resistance. They set goals fueled by excitement, but abandon them when comfort calls louder. They crave results without transformation, applause without effort, victory without sacrifice. But life does not reward the impulsive. It rewards the disciplined. The few who stand firm when their emotions turn against them. The few who understand that mastery is not about control over others. It's control over self. That's what Napoleon Hill meant when he wrote, "If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self." The truth is simple, but brutal. Your habits are either your prison or your freedom. Your thoughts are either the architects of your empire or the thieves of your destiny. Most people fail because they spend their entire lives negotiating with weakness. They tell themselves stories that justify delay, distraction, and doubt. They build their comfort zones into castles and then wonder why they feel trapped inside. But mastery begins the moment you stop arguing for your limitations. It begins when you wake up one morning and realize that no one is coming to save you. No mentor, no opportunity, no miracle. Only discipline, forged through repetition and faith. It begins when you train your mind to obey your purpose, not your mood. When you wake up early not because you feel like it, but because the mission demands it. When you choose focus over noise, growth over gossip, and creation over comfort. Every man or woman who's ever achieved greatness had to win this invisible war. Edison burned through 1,000 failures, not because he enjoyed the pain, but because he refused to surrender to it. Carnegie built an empire not through luck, but through relentless self-education and self-control. Ford was mocked, doubted, and dismissed, yet he kept refining his vision until the world caught up. These were not men of perfect circumstance. They were masters of their own spirit. To master yourself is to understand that emotions are weather, not truth. Storms will come, anger, fear, doubt, exhaustion. But mastery is learning to walk through them without losing direction. It's learning to act based on principle, not preference. To keep your word when no one is watching. To remain calm in chaos, humble in victory, and unbroken in defeat. You see, the mind is a powerful servant, but a terrible master. Left untrained, it will sabotage your future and disguise it as protection. It will whisper reasons why you can't, why it's too late, why you should quit. But those who rise, those who win, those who build legacies, they silence that voice not by fighting it, but by training it. Through clarity, through focus, through daily discipline. Self-mastery is not glamorous. It's lonely, repetitive, and often misunderstood. It's saying no to what's easy so you can say yes to what's eternal. It's choosing growth when comfort feels safer. It's refusing to let temporary emotion decide permanent destiny. And when you practice this long enough, something remarkable happens. Your mind begins to serve you. It becomes your ally, your engine, your unshakable foundation. You stop reacting, you start creating. You stop fearing, you start directing. You stop existing, you start living with intention. The reason most people fail is not because life is unfair. It's because they never commit to mastering the one thing they can actually control, themselves. They chase 1,000 strategies but never discipline one habit. They dream of success but feed the behaviors of failure. But you, if you decide to master yourself, can rewrite everything. Because once you control your thoughts, you control your emotions. Once you control your emotions, you control your actions. And once you control your actions, you control your destiny. The world will test you. It will throw noise, temptation, fear, and failure in your path. But remember, these are not obstacles. They are instruments. They exist to sharpen you, to reveal the strength within. Every distraction resisted is a muscle built. Every temptation denied is a victory earned. Every setback endured with faith is another step toward mastery. So rise. Train your mind as a warrior trains for battle. Build habits that defend your dream. Starve your weakness. Feed your strength. And never forget, the power that shapes your future is not out there. It's in you. The war for success is not fought in the world. It's fought in your thoughts. Most people will never win that war. But the few who do, the few who choose mastery over mediocrity, principle over pleasure, purpose over pride, they're the ones who build empires that time cannot erase. Because in the end, your greatest enemy and your greatest ally were the same face. The question is, who will you choose to be?